Good afternoon and welcome inside the Fox Valley Ice Arena. It's the Spartans taking on the Vikings. Today, men's hockey action, NCHA at its very best. Good afternoon, I'm Bill Downing, coming to you live from the home of the Chicago Steel The Spartans in their whites and blues, and the Vikings in their blues, white, and silver. Last night, Spartans up in Appleton dispatched the Vikings 5-1. They outshot Lawrence 35-17. Jacob Musatelli with 16 saves. Goals by Brockman, Ackel, DeConey, Santalucio, and Schmidt. The nationally ranked Aurora University Spartans coming in number 5 this week. NCHA has a lot in the top 7. St. Norbert 2, Spartans 5, Adrian 6, Trine number 7. We're ready to get this one underway. It is the annual Toys for Tots Teddy Bear Toss today. When the Spartans score their first goal, they will be raining teddy bears here today for Toys for Tots. This one sent in nicely by Bedard, the freshman from Quebec City, Quebec. Bedard trying to pinch that one in, can't do it. Now Santalucio, the junior from Burnaby, British Columbia. Santalucio will dump that one in. The keepers today, Nolan McAfee. McAfee, 6'2", 195 sophomore out of Grove City, Pennsylvania. And for the Spartans, Matt O'Donnell, 6'3", 195 sophomore out of Rotundo West, Florida. As I mentioned, the Spartans last night winning 5-1 with a 4-goal lead. They did not give that one up. This one will be outside of the Spartans' offensive zone. Taking that one, Matt Weber, the senior from Coraopolis, Pennsylvania. Code trying to pinch that one in, and the Vikings, that one hit the top of the glass, did not go out of play. Spartans moving it to the far side. That one jumps over the stick of Code. Western Wisconsin sophomore Jacob Yakuz that time not able to keep it in for the Vikings. This one, weird bounce off the stanchion. Here's Hollins. He'll gain the zone on the near side, and then he'll go off for a quick line change. Simon Diaz that time roughed up along the far boards. Now the Spartans on their heels. Jacob Brockman, who had a goal last night. But Lawrence, a little pep in their step to start off. That was Luke Robertson. Now Corey Checo trying to keep that one pinched in along the walls. Jack Michaels. Spartans trying to get it out of their zone. This one will be lifted up and shot down right at Mahaffey for a stop at 17:34. As I mentioned, the Spartans last night outshot Lawrence 35-17. Jacob Musatelli with 16 saves. Today it's Matt O'Donnell's turn, the sophomore from Rotundo West, Florida. That would have been an offside. No touch-up. Santalucio. Little spin move at the far face-off circle. And the Vikings pinching back. O'Donnell, this one right out front. Santalucio. They'll move this one into the zone. Nicely brought in. That time by Paulician. Kept in at the far point. That one hit a body on the way through. Held in nicely by Jackson Hay. This one also didn't get through. Hay keeps it in at the point. Well, let's see. That one they're going to call a hand pass. They're going to move this one outside the Spartan offensive zone. Chase Schmidt, sophomore from Lloydminster, Alberta. taking the draw against P.J. Noonan. Spartans winning that draw. These teams forechecking and back-checking. There's a shot, a riser. O'Donnell, that was blocker side. Here come the Spartans. There's a shot, swept away nicely by Mahaffey. That one off the stick of Jackson Kirk. Everybody following through on their checks. This one brought in by Diaz, the freshman from Calgary, Alberta. Spartans getting some fresh legs out on the ice. Both teams actually doing the same. Just over 4 minutes gone here in the first, no score. Lawrence will gain the zone. That's Ryan Williams. This one lofted up toward the rafters. That one will take an awkward bounce, and Kroll will get it for Lawrence. Ringing around the far boards. Ethan Beaumont can hold this one in. Here's Weber. Weber gains the zone at the near point. Drops it in. Code. This one's still loose. Right there was Chase Broda also. Broda, the sophomore out of Wellesley, Ontario. Little chip and chase. Here's Code, a junior from Elmira, Ontario. Code drops it back to Weber. Weber in the far corner. Referee kind of getting in the way over there. Here's Broda. Finds Ackle. Ackle scored last night. Ackle dropped that one back at the far face-off circle. No one home. Giuliano. Santalucio drops it in. Ackle. Now Santalucio. Ackle will get it near corner. Drops this one. Score! Time to toss the Teddy Bears. That didn't take long, 14:36, and the Spartans draw first blood at the annual Toys for Tots Teddy Bear Toss. Look at all the teddy bears on the ice, folks. Generosity for those less fortunate children out there, making sure that they have a gift underneath the Christmas tree this year and every year. But we'd like to thank you from Aurora University's athletics and Aurora University for your generosity. Again, the Teddy Bears just keep coming out onto the ice. And the Spartans draw first blood. Wide open pass from the near corner by Hassan Ackle, the junior from Chestermere, Alberta. And how about that? So much fun to see. Landry Schmuck, the freshman from Huntsville, Alabama, with the goal. Giuliano Santalucia and Hassan Ackle with the assists. 1-0 Spartans. Teddy Bear toss. Another success by you, the fans. And we thank you again from Aurora University. There's a hit from behind and no call. And I can tell you right now, Jackson Kirk did not like that. 1-0 Spartans. This one's going to come all the way back. Nobody home, and Hay took a hit. Corey Checo can't hold this one in. Spartans, that took a weird bounce. Again, the ice buildup along these boards here. Not good for either team. O'Donnell with a nice stop. That one gloved down, but came back out to the far point. That one hit a leg on the way through. That hit Carson Holiday. Here are the Spartans. Here's Weber. Centers that one. Tries to go near post. Tried to get Mahaffey possibly coming off that post right there. We're going to have a whistle. And we might have our first penalty. Santilluccio and Ackle with the assist. No penalty. Andrew Schmuck. Another nice stop by O'Donnell again. That was a point-blank shot there by Jack Michaels, the senior from DeForest, Wisconsin. And O'Donnell sitting on his head early. That would have been offsides. And this one just dumped down, and some weird bounces off the ice here early on. Nice tape-to-tape Beaumont that time. That one blockered away by O'Donnell. 12:35 left, 1-0 Spartans. There's one out front, and we're tied 1 apiece. Will Kroll. Nobody home defensively. And we are tied 1 apiece. Now, yesterday was 5-1. Today it's 1-1. Again, 2 different days, 2 different teams right here. Lawrence coming out with a purpose. Here's Hollins. Santilluccio will pinch back. Here's Beaumont again. This one off the side of the cage, and O'Donnell with the stoppage at 12:18. Lawrence 4-3 in shots on goal, 6-4. Vikings with the lead. Faceoffs won. Lawrence doubling up the Spartans 4-2. Miles McHugh will win the draw for the Vikings. This one centered in. O'Donnell had to go post to post on a one-timer by McHugh. Well, that was a good play. Wins the draw, then crashes the net and gets a one-timer pass. Just looking for a redirect down low on O'Donnell. 12:11 left here in the first. It's 1-1. Another shot by Beaumont. This one loose just outside the blue paint. Spartans looking to break out. That one off the stick of Sedlacek. No good. Here's Hay. Hay behind the cage. Mahaffey back out to the point. This one a one-timer out front. Nice pass that time from Hay. Here's Hay. That one right in the breadbasket of Mahaffey. And a little how do you do there. Chase Schmidt, the sophomore from Lloydminster, Alberta, didn't like something that was said. Him and Miles McHugh. They're going to go off and take a breather. Jeb D will get an assist on and Miles McHugh also will get an assist. There's DeConey. That one deflected. Off the stick of Jacob Yakuz and up into the netting. 11:15 left here in the first. Good tape-to-tape pass that time. This one left by Johnson. And O'Donnell will get a stoppage. Jaden Jensen drawing some attention in front of the goalie crease. Maybe a little carryover from last night's game up in Appleton. Women's team dispatching Lawrence last night. And the Spartans looking for a breakout. That one just offside. That's Chase Schmidt. He's trying to enter the zone here at the near point. Chase Schmidt wins the draw for Aurora. It puts that right on the stick of Dylan Marty. Marty back checking. Here's Santalaccio. Finds Kirk, and Kirk finds Schmitz. That one kicked aside by Mahaffey. Here's a 3-on-1 developing. And a nice deflection right off the blocker by O'Donnell. Now the Spartans back on offense. That one right through the glove of Mahaffey. Spartans trying to settle it down. Here's Code. Gains his own on the near point. Code with a wrister. That one wanted to be blockered, but you heard it go right off the stick, right off the handle. Held in by Mahaffey. Now the Vikings, with 9:50 left to go, they'll lose that one in the neutral zone. Here's Weber. Weber flips that one into the far corner. Chasing it down. That's Broda. Broda was looking for Code. And Code was being harassed by P.J. Noonan. Eight to 7 shots on goal. Vikings 11-9 total shots in favor of Lawrence. Last night the Spartans outshot Lawrence 35-17. Different of a story to start this contest on this Saturday afternoon. Good crowd here today. Good traveling weather here in the Midwest. That makes all the difference. That one left alone by the blue paint. This one held in the slot. And a one-timer there by Landry Schmuck, who has the first goal. Bobbing and weaving by Noonan. He'll just drop this one in and go off for a line change. There's Ackle. And we're going to have the first power play. And that one's going to go against the Vikings and Miles McHugh on the trip. First power play of the evening or afternoon, wherever you're checking in. McHugh, the sophomore out of Monument, Colorado. He'll take 2-minute break for tripping. And that draw one here, Santalaccio. He'll move it into the near corner, spin around, bring it back out to the point. This is Bedard. Back over to Broda. Here's Santalaccio, one-timer, glove side, stopped by Mahaffey, and the Vikings will clear it down the ice, another 200 feet. Santalaccio with Broda to his left. Code, nice tape-to-tape pass. Bedard gains his own, but offside was Weber. Spartans win another draw. Ackel. Now Simon Diaz. He'll ring it around the boards. Spartans trying to pinch in along the far boards, able to do so. Right back out to the point. That was Diaz. Ackel. Diaz near face-off circle. That one hit the stick of Pochard. Here's Ackel again. He scored last night. And again, Lawrence will drop it down the length of the ice. 60 seconds left on the tripping call to Miles McHugh. 7:20 left here in the first. We're knotted up one apiece. Spartans moving it in. Here's Ackel. This one's still loose. Mahaffey with a stop. Ackel was left alone between the two face-off circles, closer toward the farther one. He ripped one, and then it was a fight for the puck until the whistle. Yaku's tried to get this one out. Schmuck already with a goal. He'll try to move that one in. This one still pinched in and kept alive. Here's Diaz. Moves it over to the far point. That's Ackel. Ackel moves in. This one down low. Still loose. Still loose. Here's Diaz in the slot. Moves it over to Ackel. Back to Diaz in the slot. He's going to wind up. That one loose. And a nice kick save and a beauty by Mahaffey. Here's Diaz. Near point. And an errant pass that time by Schmuck. And the Vikings will clear it. And the Spartans 0 for 1 on the power play. Well, they were able to ring up some shots on that one. They'll end up taking the lead overall, 11-8 shots on goal and 15-11 overall shots. Good back checking this time. Now the Spartans looking to retake the lead. Mahaffey kicks that one back out. Gives up a huge rebound. Here's Code. Code going to move in. Finds Ackel and score. Make that Chase Broda. And how about that wide open nobody on Chase Broda, the sophomore from Wellesley, Ontario, and it's 2-1 Spartans. Well, nothing you can do right there. A turnover along the far boards, and Chase Broda will get the Spartans' second goal here today. With 5:54 left here in the first, it's 2-1 Spartans. Chase Broda with the goal, assisted by Jake Code and possibly Hassan Ackel. Also, Spartans looking to add to their lead at 2-1. Here's Ackel. Hey. Another one-timer. This time Ackel was looking for the one-timer by Schmuck. So no assist that time for Ackel. Just Code. Spartans up 2-1. This one will squeak out of the zone, and the Spartans will have to touch up. This one floated back into the corner, and the Spartans with a line change. Good back checking by the Spartans. Just pinching that one in. Oh, that one just missed the stick. Paulician. Paulician pinching in. This one brought out by Michaels. Here come the Vikings. That one sticked away by O'Donnell. 4:25 left here in the first. That one hit Holiday on the way through. Another redirect down low. This time Michaels was trying to find the back of the net. Ooh, they're going to call an offside on the Vikings. Looked like that puck was outside in the white paint area, outside the blue line. Either way, Spartans leading 2-1. Faceoffs won 8-8. Jay Schmidt will win that draw. But this one held in. Oh, and they're going to say offsides again. And I think maybe that was Miles McHugh, because Ethan Beaumont was trying to bring that one in the zone. And he was looking at the line judge wanting to know who was offsides. Another face-off won by Schmidt. Spartans chipping and chasing. Unfortunately, that's going to go for icing. 3:58 left here in the first. 2-1 Spartans on goals by Schmuck and Ackel. Code Santa Lucia and Ackel with the assist. Hassan Ackel with 2 points here on the day. He scored last night. He is on a point streak for sure. Oh, we're going to get, looks like an unsportsmanlike penalty. Ethan Beaumont was chirping at the officials after that, what he thought was not an offsides, and continued with that. And that's going to be a 2-minute penalty, and the Spartans will go on their second power play. These officials will have none of that. It's the season for giving, and if you chirp too much, you're going to get a 2-minute or more rest here today. Head official talking to head coach Riley Orr, Utah State class of 2017, first season at the helm of the Vikings. Jason Blumingberg, head coach for the Spartans, assisted by Brian Dempsey and Joe Costello. Spartans on their second power play. They're 0 for 1. Here's Ackel, moves it down low. This one will squeak out of the zone. The Spartans will have to touch up. Unsportsmanlike conduct. You saw that hand go up. Almost looked like a technical foul, as you would call in basketball. Now the Spartans, I mentioned, on their second power play. Here's Schmidt. Diaz at the near point. Diaz didn't get all that pass. Here's Ackel, far face-off circle. Cross ice pass this time. Ackel will get it back. He'll wrist this one wide. Held in by Landry Schmuck. Ackel again. He'll try a wrister, looking for a redirect. This one's still loose. And McHugh trying to get this one loose, but they can't. Spartans pinch in at the far point. By Mahaffey, and that one squeezes underneath and score. 3-1 Spartans. That's a power play goal. And Aurora up by 2, 3-1. And Beaumont still chirping on the way through. And I can tell you right now, Nolan Mahaffey not happy, as he thought he was interfered with. Spartans now 1 for 2 on the power play, and they lead 3-1 with 2:58 left to go here in the first. Boy, the Spartans starting off slow. And again, Riley Orr, Christian Vivian, Connor Zilish wanting an explanation. They thought for sure that Mahaffey was interfered with as he laid on the ice. Jason Bloomingberg wanting an explanation of, hey, you're talking to them. How about you come over and talk to me? I'd like to wish everybody a happy holiday season. Merry Christmas coming up. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate this time of year, we are appreciative of your support. And we hope that everybody, you and yours, has a very safe and happy holiday season. Another penalty to Lawrence. P.J. Noonan, the sophomore out of Wheaton, Illinois, will sit in the box. Spartans just connecting on their first power play goal. Eddie Polisian, assisted by Diaz and Ackel. Ackel's second point. Spartans looking to extend this lead to 4-1. That one will hop over the stick of Broda, but brought in. Here's Weber. That one swing and a miss. Weber lowering that shoulder down. Jacob Brockman, who scored last night. Here's Ackel. Ackel rings around the boards. Weird bounce off the stanchion behind Mahaffey. Here's Santoluccio. Went left then right. Near faceoff circle. Circles back. Cross ice pass. Here's Broda with a wrister. That one hit Weber up high. Santoluccia now fills the void, and gloves saved by Mahaffey at 2:08. Spartans on their third power play. They're 1 of 2 at this point. Galician, a freshman from Northbrook, Illinois, played with the Pueblo Bulls of the NCDC. Here's a one-timer by Diaz in the high slot. And again, another weird bounce off the glass. And Diaz will track this one down. 50 seconds left. Nice move in on the zone there by Schmuck. Schmuck, good lift of the stick, finds Diaz. Diaz moves it to the far side. There's Ackel. He'll move in. Now down low. Another one-timer, a second one. That one swatted away in the blue paint, and we may have a stoppage there because he was in the blue paint when he swatted that one down. And that is going to come back into the Viking zone. .118 left here in the first. 3-1 Spartans. 24 seconds left on their third power play. 1 of 2. That one won by Weber. There's a wrister, still loose. Oh, that one right through the blue paint. Broda didn't miss that one by much. Here's Hay. Now Code. Code with it behind the cage. Moves to the far side. Drops that one down low. 5 seconds left on the power play. There's a shot, stopped by Mahaffey. And right out of the box, that's Noonan. Noonan will move in. Broda will not allow him anywhere to go. 40 seconds left here in the first. Here's Weber. Weber gains the zone, drops it into the near corner. Brings it back for Code. Code with it. He's pinned to the boards by Jeb D, who has an assist today on the lone goal for Lawrence University, the Vikings. This one pounded back in by John Hallard, the junior from Port Monmouth, New Jersey. There is definitely some physicality between these two teams, especially after the 5-1 loss that Lawrence received last night, now trailing 3-1. Here's Sedlacek, and that will be it for the first period. 19-8, Spartans lead in shots on goal, 28-13 on total shots. Spartans 1 for 3 on the power play. The Vikings have yet to have a power play. 15-8, faceoffs won by the Spartans. Taking a look at the goals here today. Landry Schmuck got it going at 5:24 for the annual Toys for Tots Teddy Bear Toss. Even strength goal assisted by Ackle and Santa Lucia. That goal at 5:24. Lawrence ties it up on a Will Kroll goal at 7:27, assisted by Miles McHugh and Jeb D. Then at 14:06, even strength goal by Ackle, assisted by Code. And then the power play goal at 17:02, Eddie Polisian, assisted by Diaz and Ackle, and that one at 17:02. Your score at the end of one, it's 3-1 Spartans. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have second period action live from the Fox Valley Ice Arena here on athletics.aurora.edu. Spartans lead 3-1. Start of the second period, 3-1 Spartans. Spartans now going right to left. That one's going to hit the scoreboard here at the Fox Valley Ice Arena. Face-off just outside the Spartan zone. Schmidt loses the draw that time to Corey Checo, the senior from Lakeville, Minnesota. Thief River Falls Norskies of the SUHL. Or SIJHL, excuse me. Our first stoppage, 15 seconds into the second here. Goals by Landry Schmuck, Eddie Paulician, and Chase Broda for the Spartans. They'll win that face-off. That one ended up hitting the stick off a shot from the slot by Hay. This one held it at the point, but pawed out of there by Andrew Schultz, the freshman from Dexter, Michigan. Now the Spartans gain the zone. That was Weber, and then Code will circle back at the far point and ring it around the boards to the near side. Oh, big hit delivered by Code to McHugh. Had him lined up, and McHugh, got to keep your head up. Schmidt that time loses the handle, and now the Vikings, McHugh, after taking that big hit, will just dump that one in. Another big hit delivered by the Spartans. This one jumps out of the zone, and Beaumont. Beaumont trying to receive the tape-to-tape pass. That time from Hollins. That one will go out of play and a stoppage at 18:30. Minute 30. Gone here in the second. Good face-off win that time by Noonan. And this one stolen. Here's a 3-on-1 for the Spartans. Right back. Oh, that was Schmuck that centered that, and the Spartans, again, had a 3-on-1. Ackle trying to pinch that one in at the boards. He'll have it. But Noonan able to keep that stick active. And now here come the Vikings looking to chip into this 2-goal lead. And a stop by Matt O'Donnell. Jacob Brockman, a junior from El Segundo, California, having some words. One of the Vikings players. Eddie Paulician, the Northbrook, Illinois native, wins the draw. And the Spartans looking to break out right down the seam. They were trying to hit Holiday that time. Holiday in the near corner. Fighting with Pochard out of Mandolin, Switzerland. Fadiv and Malsugov out of Moscow, Russia. There's a one-timer. Kicked away by Mahaffey. Now the Vikings looking to go coast to coast. This one banged off the near boards and a weird bounce right behind O'Donnell. Picked up by Sheffield. Now DeConey. We'll just dump it in for a quick line change for the Spartans. 21-10 shots on goal in favor of Aurora. 31-15 in favor of the Spartans. Total shots, Spartans 1 of 3 on the power play so far today. Good chip and chase there by Kirk. Hit from behind by Schmidt. Got the Vikings. Again, that puck rolling around on end, making things very difficult. Nice entry pass to Schmidt. Schmidt had that one poked away by Kroll at the last second. Spartans won 5-1 yesterday. Here's Beaumont. And leading 3-1 so far here today, and we are in the second. Just over 4 minutes gone in the second period from the Fox Valley Ice Arena. The 5th ranked Aurora University Spartans coming in 7-1-1 overall, 5-1-1 in the NCHA. St. Norbert on fire, have yet to lose this season. 12-0 overall and 7-0 in the NCHA. Trine, the 7th ranked team in the country, comes in 3rd this week in the NCHA, 5-1-1. Adrian ranked 6th. They are in 5th place in the NCHA behind Trine and Lawrence, which that has to be wrong on the NCHA site. St. Norbert number 2, Aurora 5, Adrian 6, Trine 7. The NCHA strong this year. Here's Code for the Spartans, near side. Tried to go side to side, looking for Bedard, the freshman from Quebec City, Quebec. Couple Spartans right in front of the goal, trying to cause, that one went in, but there's going to be a penalty. I think that's going to be a cross check. I think a 4th power play. And Broda knocked down, I believe, and his helmet came off. And the captain, Jaden Jensen, the junior from Marengo, Illinois, will go off, and the Spartans will go on their 4th power play. Jaden Jensen in the penalty box. Jay Schmidt trying to win that draw, and the Vikings trying to get the puck out of the zone. Ackel fighting for it along the boards. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Here's Diaz, far face-off circle. That one goes through the blue ice. Here's Ackel, a nice move at the point. He'll move it in. Cross-ice pass. And quick thinking there by Noonan to get a stick in the way. And the Spartans will just dump it down the length of the ice for icing. And that's not what you want to do when you have the man advantage. 22-11 shots on goal, 32-17 favor of Spartans both ways. Spartans on their 4th power play. See if the Spartans, here's Ackel, gains the zone on the near point, circles back behind Mahaffey. That shot hit a leg on the way through by Schmidt, and the Vikings will dump it down the length of the ice as we approach 60 seconds left on the cross-checking penalty to Jaden Jensen. Here's Hassan Ackel, gains the slot, leaves it. Here's Weber with a wrister. Nice stop by Mahaffey, and that one goes over the boards, and we have our first souvenir. Why not? Give it to the kiddos. Let's see if he does. And he does. Merry Christmas there, youngster. Someone with the last name Edwards and the jersey, number 24. Here's Weber, who wins the draw. Broda trying to keep it in with Weber. And Lawrence will dump it down the length of the ice. 40 seconds left on the cross-check penalty. Oh, that was a dangerous play. Santalucio. Oh, the Spartans have numbers, but he'll wait at the point. Cross ice. Nice pass that time and found the stick of Jacob Brockman. Brockman looking for his second goal in as many days. .13:05 left here in the second. Score remains 3-1, 24 seconds left on a cross-checking penalty. Fourth power play for the Spartans. They're 1 of 3 at this point. Weber and the near corner. Nobody home. Santalucio the closest to it. Mathis Bedard, the freshman from Quebec City, Quebec, home of the Quebec Capitals, who won the Frontier League Baseball Championship third straight year. As I broadcast for the Joliet Slammers, and that is such a good team north of the border. Again, winning 3 straight championships. And that's pretty impressive for the Frontier League. Somebody's got to knock them off their pedestal, but they are looking strong, and congratulations. Spartans 1 for 4 on the power play, and we may have a penalty, and this will be the first power play. First power play for the Vikings today. Riley DeConey, sophomore from Swift Current, Saskatchewan, will go into the box for the Spartans. Two minutes, first power play for the Vikings today. First penalty kill opportunity for Aurora. Back out to the point. That's Kroll. Already has a goal. He'll move that one in. That one hit a body on the way through. That was Chase Schmidt. Beaumont. Oh, that hit the post. Wrister from the slot area. And that puck will squeeze out. DeConey, 2 minutes for hooking. Riley scoring a goal last night up in Appleton. The Vikings power play unit, first time tonight. Here's Beaumont. And again, the Spartans right at that blue line. Very tough for the Vikings. Now a little gain to zone. That's Beaumont at the point. That one hits a stick, and then Weber punches it out. Here's Weber, hit by Beaumont. And Code. Spartans looking for a shorty here. 40 seconds left in the penalty. And the Spartans making quick work here on the penalty kill. Good back check that time by Brockman. Sitting with his Landry Schmuck. Making the power play unit for the Vikings work twice as hard. Here at the near points, O'Donnell saw that one, no one in front of him. 7 seconds left on the penalty to DeConey. Let's see if they can find DeConey. They'll loft that one, and that one was before the power play was over. So the Vikings 0 for 1 on the power play. Cross ice pass that time. That found Yakuz out of Moscow, Russia. Now the Vikings through the slot area. Nobody home, and O'Donnell will get a stoppage at 9:43. Make it 9:42 left here in the second. 25-13 shots on goal, 36-20 total shots. Both teams above what they had yesterday. And we're just over halfway through the second. Other action today. Concordia University, Wisconsin. That one going to be offsides. At Dubuque. Marion at Adrian. Last time I checked, that was 2-2. Adrian, uncharacteristically bad year they've had so far, but there's still plenty of time. Let's check in on that score. Yeah, it's still 2-2 with 8:06 left in the third period at Adrian, Michigan, at the Arrington Ice Arena. Here it's 3-1 Spartans. No score, CUW and Dubuque. Not able to get an update for that one. Trine at St. Norbert. That one taking place at 4 p.m. So that one just getting underway up in De Pere. No call on the trip that time to Bedard. Spartans in the middle of a line change. Trying to find Landry Schmuck. That kid is having a whale of a season. Wave off the icing. This one's sitting still at the near faceoff. Down low, Spartans just trying to get this one out, and they will. Back is Ackle to cause a little chaos. Landry Schmuck. Schmuck 7 goals and 2 assists on the season to lead the team. Weber with 5. And 4 assists, 17, or make it 9 points. Ackle with 10, Schmuck with 9. There's Ackle with it. Finds Broda. Broda, he'll gain the zone. He'll bring it back cross ice. And somehow, laying down on the ice, Nolan Mahaffey with a stop. .7:22 left here in the second. Rather warm Saturday afternoon. Tomorrow's supposed to be in the 50s, believe it or not. Today, December 7th. Remember those. And that one finds its way into the scorer's booth. Time to wake up down there, ladies. Yeah, back to December 7th, 1941. The day, as FDR said, will live in infamy. Day that the United States entered the World War as Pearl Harbor was attacked. And remember those that we lost. And if you have a chance and go to Hawaii, definitely go see the memorials. There's even to this day the ships, the battleships that were sunk. A stick goes flying, still emitting oil. into the waters at Pearl Harbor. I'd like to give a big shout out to all the veterans out there also, me being one of them. Thank you for all that you do, and our first responders that keep us safe every single day. Here it's 3-1 Spartans, 6:10 left to go in the second. And also big thanks to everybody that came out for our Toys for Tots teddy bear toss. Another big success today, helping out those less fortunate children to have a gift underneath the Christmas tree. A big hit that time, delivered by Masagolf. And then losing an edge that time was Masagov. .5:30 left. 3 to run. No scoring here in the second. Spartans 1 for 4 in the power play. The Vikings 0 for 1. Trying to track this one down. Schmidt. Right there with Sedlacek. Sedlacek. That one jumps over his stick. Finds Schmidt. There's a one-timer and giving up a rebound that time by Mahaffey. Spartans continue to pressure in time of possession. Good back checking by the Spartans. Schultz that time loses his sticks. Got to go back and get it. He does. Kirk gets it back. Gained his own on the near point. Kirk, toe drag that time, was looking for Sedlacek. Sedlacek avoided a big hit that time by Williams. Boy, if you're into plus minus today, Hassan Ackle +2 on the day. Now the Vikings now under 4 minutes left here in the second. Still trail by 2, 3 to 1. Here's Condor. Blake Condor, the sophomore from Vauxhall, Alberta. Condor will track it down. Cross ice, Brockman to Diaz. Trying to glove this one down. Diaz will circle back in the Spartan zone and dump this out to center ice. Ackle, what a nice move. Oh, right between the legs of the defender. Here's McHugh for the Vikings. Couldn't find Jensen, and offsides is Beaumont. They get a chance to go back. Look at that one by Ackle. Nifty move just inside the blue line in the Spartans' offensive zone. Here's Code. Code puts on the brakes, moves it point to point. Couple players down in the blue paint for the Spartans. Here comes Checo. Drops it down, Bedard behind O'Donnell. A lot of action behind O'Donnell. All of a sudden, and here's D at the far point for Lawrence. They'll move this one almost down low. This one's still loose to the right of O'Donnell. Broda. Now Weber. Weber following his check on to Pichard. .2:15 left, and the Spartans will just dump it down and get a line change. Well, that neutral zone trap that the Spartans have set up, Lawrence having a hard time getting that puck through. Here's Sheffield trying to get to it. Spartans will bring it through the neutral zone. This one brought in nicely by Schultz. Schultz. Difficult angle. Oh, and a stoppage, but the puck was still loose. Hard angle that time by Andrew Schultz, the freshman from Dexter, Michigan. Played with the Springfield Junior Blues of the NAHL. Polician will take it for the Spartans. Noonan for the faceoff. And Polician will win that. Spartans 23-16 on faceoffs 1. Here's Holiday. Holiday tracks it down. This one sent in from the far point. That one off the side of the net. Holiday holds it in the slot. Holiday, he's tripped up. This one's still loose, and the Spartans will go on the power play with $1:29 left here in the second. P.J. Noonan, the sophomore from Wheaton, played with the Hudson Havoc of the USPHL, will go in the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Only $1:29 left here in the second. And the Spartans will go on their 5th power play. Schmidt wins the draw. There's Diaz. Here's Ackle. He'll move in. That one hit the chest protector of Mahaffey, and we have a stoppage with 1:17 left here in the second. Spartans on their 5th power play, as I mentioned, 1 for 4 at this point. Schmidt. Now Ackle will circle through the neutral zone. Moves it to the far point. Brought in by Schmuck. Schmuck puts the brakes on. This one still loose in the slot area. Now the Vikings. Here comes Johnson. That one shot wide. 1 minute left here in the second. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt and the Spartans. Oh, and they're going to say offsides, but wow, there was nobody offsides that time. Unless they're going to say Diaz was at the far, along the far blue line. That one was close. So if the Spartans don't score, they will have about 33 seconds in the third with a clean sheet of ice. Here's Weber with it. Brockman moves through the slot area. He'll leave this one for Santalucio. Here's Broda. Oh, he went from face-off circle to face-off circle. Bedard with a nice move. Sheds the defender. Plenty of room. Now here's Broda. Broda, Santalucio. He's going to move it in. Now behind Mahaffey. Santalucio still loose. There's Bedard. Bedard. Little peekaboo. There's a one-timer by Broda. Tried to go near post. Brockman with it. Santalucio, far point. He's going to move it in. This one's still loose. Weber gloves it down. And that will be it for the second. 31 seconds left on the power play. When we come back, we had no scoring in the second. Spartans, 31-14, shots on goal, 44-23, make it 45-23 shots, and 32-14 shots on goal. Spartans in the midst of their 5th power play. At this point, they're 1 for 4. 5 penalties for the Vikings and only 1 for the Spartans. Face-offs won 27-16 in favor of Aurora. Blocks are tied 5 apiece, and 10 minutes to 2 minutes. Penalty minutes against the Vikings. We're at our second intermission, 3-1 Spartans. When we come back, we'll have third period next here on Fox Valley Ice Arena and athletics.aurora.edu. Spartans lead 3-1. in that second period. The Spartans with 12 shots on goal and 6 for Lawrence, 17-10 in favor of the Spartans in shots in that second. Nolan Mahaffey with 12 saves, 6 for Matt O'Donnell. 2 power plays for the Spartans. They're on their second one, continuation from the second period, and they'll have 31 seconds left. 12-8 face-offs won. Lawrence 2-1 in penalties and penalty minutes, 4 minutes to 2. So we are ready to start the third period here from the Fox Valley Ice Arena. Spartans now going left to right. Sant'Angelo Chio. Played with the Sherwood Park Crusaders of the AJHL. Oh, and the official went down hard just inside the blue line, and looks like he may have been cut. I don't think that was a skate, maybe a stick. Looks like he's going to be okay. Well, it went down hard. Always got to be careful. Blades are so sharp. We've seen some pretty nasty injuries. This face-off to the left of Mahaffey. Spartans, 6 seconds on the power play. Here's Ackles, circles it back down low. He's trying to find a stick of Brockman. And the Spartans now 1 for 5 on the power play. Noonan right out of the box, and the stop by O'Donnell. 3-1 Spartans. Just over 40 seconds into this third period. Spartans looking for a sweep of the Vikings this weekend. They'll be back home on the 13th and 14th against Hamline. 3 p.m. early starts. Sean Fry will be broadcasting those games. Then the 29th, they'll be at Adrian. The 30th, they'll also be at Adrian, but they'll be taking on Bowdoin College on the 30th. And then we'll switch over to 2025. 7th of January, they'll be at Lake Forest. And then home, finally, on the 17th against Marion, who gave Adrian all they could handle today. And Adrian coming back in the last few minutes, winning that contest 4-3. Hay trying to track that one down. Here's Hollins and the Vikings. Good stop that time by O'Donnell. Came out to cut that angle. Came farther out of goal. And this will be an icing. As O'Donnell came out, made it a little bit more difficult. Makes the goal look a little bit smaller. And O'Donnell, 6'3", 195 sophomore out of Rotunda, West Florida, played with the New Jersey Rockets of the USPHL. Jake Code, one of his family members, checking in on, I believe it was Facebook, for the teddy bear toss. Yeah, we had a successful teddy bear toss. As usual, and the fans, everybody out to support the less fortunate. That's what it's all about, folks. Toys for Tots has been going on forever, helping out kids to put a smile on their face. Here's Weber. Now Code. Oh, hard into the boards. And he's slow to get up. Body starting to fly everywhere. Slow off the ice was Jensen, the captain. Here's Holiday. Holiday gains his own on the near point. Tries to backhand that one through. Eisenstark. First action he's seen today, and this one's going to go wide, but sticked aside by Nolan Mahaffey. Spartans will hold this one in. Looking for Santalucio. Santalucio hit into the boards by Michaels. This one will sneak out, and Hallard will backpedal. Santalucio will just dump it in to Coney. Swift Current Saskatchewan native. Played with the Canmore Eagles of the AJHL. Got to know him through the soccer season as he was one of my cameramen. Great kid. Learned a lot about hockey, I can tell you that. And he had a goal last night at Lawrence. Here come the Spartans. Spartans with numbers. Drops it off. That one just wide of the near post by Brockman. By some nifty passing there by Aurora. There's Diaz. Fell down. That was Schultz, excuse me. Schultz fell down, got back up to his skates, was able to get that puck in. Now the Lawrence University Vikings trying to chip away at this 2-goal lead by Aurora. A lot of action in the second, just no scoring. Like Diaz. Crunched into the boards, that time by Sheffield. Sheffield along the near boards. And this one punched back. Akuz from Moscow, Russia. Sedlacek back out to Diaz at the near point. Diaz shovels that one down to the low slots. And here's a one-timer by Schmidt. And a penalty. And the Spartans will go back on the power play for the 6th time. And it looks like Jensen will go off again. Second time he's been in the sin bin today. Spartans going on their 6th power play. Thank you for joining us today on athletics.aurora.edu. 6 power play for Aurora today. As they start to cycle this one down low, back out to the far point. That's Bedard. Now Santalucio. Switching over to the point. Now the near point. Santalucio looks like he wanted to move in. There's a nice wrister that time, going from right to left. And this one will squeak out of the zone. Broda that time had a pretty good look. Here's Brockman. Brockman pushed into the boards by Pochard, and the Vikings will just drop this one down by Williams, gloved by O'Donnell. Now the Spartans getting their power play team out on the ice, and now they'll start their charge up the ice. Here's Schmuck. Oh, nobody home. They were trying to find somebody in the high slot area. O'Donnell back out to get it. He'll ring it just past Diaz. Now Ackle. Make that was Ackle. Now Ackle will have it against the far boards. Moves it into the near faceoff circle. That time that's gloved by Mahaffey. Sometimes you can't see that 9 and 8 very well. You know it's either Ackle or it's Broda. Schmuck, Weber, Schmidt, Ackle, and Diaz on the ice. With 26 seconds left on the power play. Interference call on Jensen with only 12 seconds left. Here comes Schmuck. Schmuck gains the zone on the far side. Here's Ackle in the slot. Rebound given up, but held in by Bedard. Bedard, Santalucio, the penalty is over. Spartans 1 for 6. Santalucio gonna move in. That one good, and a goal! Santalucio, that one was redirected. I was about to say good pass and goal. Make it 4-1, even strength. And it looks like it's going to be Bolasian again. That's going to be his second. Right place at the right time. This looks like deja vu from last night. 4-1 with 12:44 left. Last night it was 5-1. Oh, big hit. Delivered by Malsagov. This one held in. Here's Michaels. We have a penalty coming up. It's going to be on the Spartans. O'Donnell trying to stop that, and Weber will knock it down. Bolasian with his second goal today. Assisted by Santalucia. That's going to be his second assist on the day. I didn't even think these kids were old enough to understand what the Backstreet Boys music, and they're singing it like it's Taylor Swift's music. Now the Spartans will go on the penalty kill. Second power play for the Vikings. Checo will lose that draw, that time to Schmidt. And the Spartans will send it down the length of the ice. Will Kroll has a goal. Senior from Minnetonka, Minnesota. Trying to move this down low. Another stop by O'Donnell. Andrew Schultz, 2 minutes for roughing. Draw won that time by Checo, but the Spartans will come out with it. Santalucio brings it near boards to Schmidt. That one rolled just inside the blue line and now out. Here's Sedlacek. He'll circle back, chew some time off this clock, and then whip this one down the length of the ice, 200 feet. Bedard out skating Checo that time, and Checo tried to bring that back out to the point area, the near point, and nobody home. McHugh was the closest. Again, the Spartans not allowing much on the power play here. Only the second one today for Lawrence. Oh, there's a hit from behind, and the Spartans and the Vikings will be 4-on-4 for the next 38 seconds. And the Spartans will go on their 7th power play. Luke Robertson, freshman out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, played with the Mason City Toros. Will go to the box for the Vikings. 7th penalty for Lawrence here today. Two minutes for holding. 4-on-4 for the next 36 seconds. Quick stop by Mahaffey. Ackle will take this draw. Be in the circle with McHugh. Ackle wins that one cleanly. There's Diaz, going to move from the near side to the far side. He's going to be tracked down by McHugh. Diaz again leaves this one for Schmuck. Schmuck moves it behind the cage. Stick held up. 13 seconds left on the 4-on-4, and then the Spartans. Oh, right out front, score! Boy, that one. Nobody home defensively. And how about that? Hassan Ackle. Second goal in as many nights. Makes it 5-1, and the Spartans will go on a power play in 6 seconds. Ackle, 3 points so far today, a couple assists, and now the goal. 5-1, just like yesterday's score. 39-17 shots on goal by the Spartans, 55-26 shots by Aurora. And now Aurora on the power play for the next minute 13. Broda tries to keep this one in and can't do it. Stumbled a little bit at the blue line. Schmuck will get the assist on the Ackle score. Lawrence out of Appleton, Wisconsin. 5-1. Here's a wide open one-timer. That one hit the stick of Mahaffey via Bedard. Here's Bedard again, near face-off. Oh, hits the post. He was trying to go top shelf for Grandma hides the cookies. Here's Santoluccio. This one's still loose. This one moved in down low. That one goes through the blue ice. Knocked down was Brockman. 9 seconds left. Happy with a nice stop. Almost a one-timer that time by Holiday. Coliseum looking for the hat trick right there. My, oh my, he's having one heck of a day. The freshman from Northbrook, Illinois, not too far away from here. Just north of O'Hare. Diaz send that one off into the netting. 8:21 left in this one. Last night it was 5-1 Spartans. Musatelli with 16 saves. O'Donnell very eerily has given up a goal. He also has 16 saves. The score at 5-1. Draw won by Schmidt. This one rung down the boards and on end. Spartans, chipped that one right over the top of the cage. But sitting right there, Eisenstark. He'll circle back along the near boards. He'll lose the handle. McHugh was sandwiched. Now back over to the far point. Bouchard. And that one actually hit the scoreboard here with 7:45 left to go. I'd like to give a big shout out to my good friend and Hall of Famer Gary Griffiths, who is down in South Carolina. That one over the top of the crossbar, broadcasting for Newberry University down near the Myrtle Beach area. Had a chance to work with him in the 2018 College Baseball World Series down in South Carolina, and what an honor it was. Here's Santalucio. He'll dump this one in. He'll stay at the point. There's Ackel. There's 3 points, a goal, and 2 assists today. Oh, that one onside. Here is, oh man, Schmuck that time moved in, and I thought for sure they were going to call an offside on the Spartans. Santalucio following through on that hit on Johnson. Cross ice pass. Malsagov able to hold that one in. Then a hit checked by Marty. Held in at the point by D for Lawrence. Was looking for Marty at the far face-off circle. That one didn't work. Then back down low, an awkward angle, trying to bring it back into the low slot, looking for Marty again. Here's Code. Stop at the near point, and I tell you, it was Code versus 3 Vikings. And Weber that time able to go around a hit. No, there's a punch to Code. Code fell on top of Wigfield. And looks like they're going to let that one go. 6:14 left here in the third. All Spartans 5-1. Weber wins the draw. The Spartans now 36-24, face-offs 1. Now Lawrence just trying to get something going. That time missed the stick of Michaels. Here's Broda. That one was threaded right through. And Broda. And a shot that time off of the stick of Condor. And here's some more how do you do's. Mahaffey. Down on his back, second time in a row. Boy, Code did not like something that happened right there. He is fired up. Boy, Jake Code, the junior from Elmira, Ontario. I don't think that book is on the final page right there today. 5:49 left, 5-1 Spartans. Thank you to everybody that makes these broadcasts possible. Here's Diaz. Moves from the slot over toward the far point. Well, that one kicked off the skate of Robertson. Robertson trying to track this one down. Nice cross-ice pass. Holiday keeps it alive. Here's DeConey. And he goes glove side. Riley DeConey that time. That's his third shot. And third shot on goal for the Swift Current Saskatchewan native. Also has a teammate, Rhett Evian. Played Stevenson University, NCAA. Here's Diaz, moves in, near face-off circle. That one hit the post. DeConey trying to slide in. That one bounces over the stick. Here's Sheffield. Well, you talk about some good D right there. Condor coming back. But that is absolutely frustrating when you're down by 4 and you think you have a clear shot, and out of nowhere, Blake Condor. Sophomore from Vauxhall, Alberta, doing something special. The defenseman played the Camrose Kodiaks of the AJHL. A big shout out to my boss, Brian Kipley. One of the greatest guys to work with, I can tell you that for sure. Been working with him since 18. There's another one through. Oh, a kick save. Wow, Mahaffey out of nowhere. And I think we're going to have a penalty. And again, the physicality not stopping. Andrew Schultz, the freshman from Dexter, Michigan, in the box. 2 minutes for tripping with 4:20 left in this contest. Third power play for the Vikings today. They are 0 for 2. Schultz, 2 minutes for tripping. Lawrence University again on their third power play. Out to the near point. Here's Hollins, just shy of the slot area, and this one sent down the ice. Back to the Viking zone, and they will have to reset. Eisenstark along the far boards. Boy, Santalucio out of nowhere. Big hit that time, delivered by Code. Here's Hollins. Can't hold it in. Santalucio just dumps it over to the far corner. Here's Bedard. Code trying to track this one down. Again, the puck on end an awful lot here today as the ice not in the best of shape. Here's Hollins. Stick goes flying. And I believe that is Weber's stick, and it is. So he'll go back and get a new piece of lumber. Only 50 seconds left on the power play. Not much going on for the Vikings on this power play. And Weber with a new piece of lumber. He'll sling that one down the length of the ice. 3 minutes left here in this contest. All Spartans again today 5-1. Identical score from yesterday and almost identical numbers as far as goaltender saves. Santalucio just off the ice. There's a shot, and O'Donnell with a nice stop. And Musatelli yesterday was 16 saves. O'Donnell today was 17. Good choice of music, a little Tom Petty for you here on this Saturday afternoon, December 7th, 2024, as we're in the final month of the year, 2025 right around the corner. Hopefully you and yours are having a safe and happy holiday season. That one trying to go short side on O'Donnell, and Brockman will clear it. And the Vikings 0 for 3 on the power play. This one high off the boards, trying to connect with Sheffield. Here comes Schmuck. Schmuck gains his own for the Spartans. Oh, nice move. He tried to chip that one just past Mahaffey with 121 seconds left. Here today, Spartans up 5-1 comfortably. Looking to go 8-2 overall, and more importantly, 6-2 in the NCHA. And another successful teddy bear toss today. Toys for Tots. Just missing the stick of Williams. Williams trying to crash back to get it. Mozgov and the Vikings down by 4. Here's Diaz. Diaz through the neutral zone, gains the zone, keeps it along the boards, tries to find Brockman, cruising right down the slot area to no avail, and then Checo and the Vikings trying to chip this one back in. This one dropped in by D and chased down by Marty. Marty loses the handle, but Holiday able to come up with it for Aurora. And here's Condor. And Diaz, 1 minute left in this contest. Here's Sheffield and the Vikings. Another kick save by O'Donnell. The sophomore out of Florida, making it look easy today. He's seen 19 shots on goal and 32 total shots. Toe drag that time, didn't get through. Polician looking for the hat trick. The Vikings trying to close this lead up just a little bit here in the final 25. That one almost thrown in by Eisenstark. 21.2 seconds left. All Spartans here today. 48 shots on goal to 19. 68 shots total to 32. Spartans 1 for 7 on the power play. 0 for 3 for Lawrence. Lawrence will fall to 3-8-2 overall. 2-5-1 in the NCHA. The Spartans will hold fast in that number 5 spot in the country, trailing St. Norbert, who is number 2 in the country and number 1 in the NCHA. 2 seconds left, folks. And this is my final hockey broadcast for 2024. And there goes another teddy bear. How about that one? Sean Fry will have the final home games on the 13th and 14th against Hamline. Hope you enjoyed today's broadcast, everybody. And again, thank you for your generosity for the teddy bear toss, for the Toys for Tots. Spartans win today 5-1, just like yesterday. 10 total goals in these 2 games, and only 2 for the Vikings. For everybody here at the Fox Valley Ice Arena, have yourself a great, happy, and safe holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and go Spartans. Spartans win 5-1. Good night, everybody.